Hi everybody, welcome to KD Cuts. It's a rainy July day here in New Orleans. You can maybe hear the gutters dripping in the background. And about a week ago, I got in my July-August 2026 of the Leathercrafters Journal. Thought I'd go ahead and do a little review for you. The cover is by Sarah Garvey. Beautiful artwork on the cover. Sarah Garvey is all over social media. She does Western bags. It's called Western Skies Handmade. If you haven't seen her work on social media, go check it out. It's awesome. Now here's the pullout, like usual. Let's go ahead and put that over to the side for a second. So, magazines highlighting the August Heart of Texas leather show coming up soon. Table of contents like usual. The editor's letter about being a young woman in Germany. Advertising for the latest Leathercraft podcast show. Talking to Rusty Valley. Joe Melling. List of contributors as usual. All great artisans and artists working in leather. Now, the first article goes into inlays, exotic inlays. This is a continuation from last issue. If you want to highlight projects, exotic inlays are always a good idea. So this goes through making of a wallet. Again, very detailed. Let's see. Next. Hand card wallet and talking about using owls and hand stitching by Gordon Andrus. Real good article. Goes into a lot of detail, helping you understand how to do hand stitching. So, keeps going. I have a couple of videos on hand stitching that I will put links to in the descriptions. Here's excerpts talking to Odin Clark. Nice interview from the Rocky Mountain Trade Show. And again, more discussion about hand stitching. The best, I've said this before in other videos, best thing on hand stitching, Tandy sells Al Stolman's The Art of Hand Stitching, the magazine The Art of Hand Stitching. Buy it if you want to hand sew properly. It's the best publication, period, on hand sewing. So here we go into the Al Stolman Awards for, I guess, at the Rocky Mountain Show. You have Al Stolman Youth Award, Rylene Fraker, Al Stolman Award recipient, Takeshi Yonezawa, and the youth recipient, Kayla Shepherdson. So, here's something good. Pro tip, a shot bag. I never thought of this. Bag of dry beans, bag full of rivets, or a shot bag. Now, I personally use a shot bag, which I made myself. I bought some shot on Amazon, copper shot. Took some soft leather, sewed it up. That's my shot, one of my shot weight bags. Bag of beans is a great idea. You can take a 1 pound bag of beans and either put it in a Ziploc bag like they're doing here, or make a leather case for it. Now the shot's nicer because it's denser, so I get this is a nice 2 pound shot bag in a small envelope. So, pro tip number 2 on page 33. Great tip. So, further, again, continuation from last month about working on the bald eagle, talking about coloring. Really fantastic article on doing the coloring on this bald eagle. Interview from the Leathercraft Community Podcast Show. Advertisement for Cobra. Article on making interior pockets with leather trim. Very useful if you want to accent with something other than leather. Let's keep going here. Round braided edge cover by Joe Boyles. If you want to make a really fantastic looking belt edge, this is a very good idea. All right, scrolling and scratch. So basically, Gabor Pinter again is helping you understand how to do your own designs, how to use circles and swirls and flower centers. Great information, like always. Part 7 on ancient leather trades, talking about Roman times, girdlers, belt making. Very interesting article. And then we get to the advertisement section in the back. Bob Glenda's saddle section. And let's see, anything else? Ron's Tool Company changed ownership and location. A little synopsis for you there on what happened. More saddle work, saddle repair, covering the horn without removing the swill. Very interesting if you're into saddle making. And so here you go. The best part of this whole magazine is something I learned in the back on page 79, The Skinny by Dave Skinner. For skiving, he found that sheet metal vice grips were the best thing to use. Check that out. Sheet metal vice grips to help you grab leather when you got to do a split or a skive. Isn't that interesting? Great information. End of the magazine. Now the pullout basically gave you talks about the inlays. Here we go. About the exotic inlays right here. And the wallet. And then on the other side, it just has some general pattern. Some of this is out of old Tandy archive. All great, interesting information. So that's it. The July-August 2026 Leathercrafters Journal in review. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel.